Yeah, hello, welcome to this broadcast. Someone asks, I'm not late, am I? No, you are not. I just started this broadcast right on time, not 1 second too late, I believe. Yeah, I hope you all enjoy the World Cup currently going on in Baku. Some nice action. I didn't look at today's games. There should have been first games of round 2. I have to check that. Yeah, on a lighter note, thanks for everybody who watched my video last week, the game where I played a cheater on the ICC. It's my most popular video to date. Thanks for all who watched that and yeah, posted fun commentary and so on. Okay, I'm going to start. Please give me a short notice that I'm really live. Still like to do that. Someone actually wrote recently that I should stop doing that. This is unprofessional. It's not. It's not. It's just how it is. Sometimes Twitch is acting up. Okay, I'm going to start, and it seems I am live. Let's start with a 5-minute game. I'm sitting on a pretty high rating, had a good run recently. Someone says, looking forward to seeing Wei Yi versus Aronian. That is a cool pairing. Is that on already? Okay, I'm playing Kilian here, Mr. Carlo De Mora. Yeah, we both have pretty high ratings, as you can see. Let's play this line. This is an interesting line. Bishop G5. Yeah, I'll just develop. I've got a -1 score against him. Someone says it will be likely next round, Wei Yi versus Aronian. Yeah, that's cool. And knight takes maybe. Yeah, it's not so bad. Someone asked me, how am I today? Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks a lot. Still enjoying the last days that can be called summer, let's say. Still have pretty good weather in Germany. Okay, taking with the e-pawn here. Looks like a fairly solid position. Yeah, d4. He wants to play against an isolated pawn, but I'm not complying. Rook e1 is good now, preventing bishop e6, but okay, I go rook e8. I go bishop, no, he does that. Okay, I'm taking, it's a simple solution. Then bishop e6, bishop f7. Someone says they had a terrible tournament. We played badly. And he said one reason for that might be that there was a tournament right before that, and he was tired. What to do? Yeah, in this kind of situation where you feel badly. There is no clear recipe really. Important is to not be shaken too much. Yeah, someone recommends the best thing is to just relax and do not think about chess at all. Do sports. That's not a bad idea actually. Get some, try to get some movement in. Yeah, do some sports, or at least, do something that makes you feel good. It's a good recommendation. Someone recommends get late. Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually, but might be difficult for all to realize simply. As I said, do something that makes you feel good. That is including this suggestion. Okay, so white is somewhat better here. I wonder how to play exactly. b4. Yeah, well, b5, I have knight a5. I wonder if I should go like h6, g5 and limit his pieces. difficult. Someone asked, when is my 12-game match versus Mr. Olegas? I don't see that happening, really. And I'm really only playing against him if I really must. I never would voluntarily enter a match versus against him. Someone says his confidence went down a lot. Yeah, really don't worry so much. Everybody has a bad event now and then. At 16 you will look forward to many more matches. Someone asked, can I do the bonk cloud? I certainly can, but I certainly won't. I really don't like to play. I mean, I tried a bit with playing non-standard openings on a stream, and it really didn't go well. And the bonk cloud, this is just totally terrible nonsense. I don't do that. So, yeah, an interesting position here. Queen a4 was a bit surprising. I wonder, what is the idea? I don't really understand his idea. Maybe he just wants to be annoying. Someone says he avoids the Sicilian by playing 2c4 and trying to transpose into Maroczy. What do you think of this? 2c3 against the Sicilian. Now that's a playable line. It's not terribly bad or so. It's just not very ambitious because you won't get a Maroczy against good play. So what about this here? I'd like to get rid of this pinning situation. It's knight d8 or something. It looks kind of passive. Knight d8, queen a6 or something. I don't really see a big point there. Yeah, let's trade here. Yeah, he took on d7. Yeah, after rook takes, he has b5, unfortunately. I now saw that. And knight b4, that's a bit annoying. Yeah, not great. Someone says that the football club of my town where I'm living is currently down by 2 against another club. Now I don't care that much. I follow football, but it's not a huge concern if Duisburg is losing. Yeah, white is a bit better, but I'm not sure how bad it really is. It still feels fairly solid. So someone says, can you tell us what my favorite pro players are? Yeah, like top players in the world's top. And there are a couple that I like. I guess I already mentioned that I like Aronian quite a bit. It's got a very interesting style of playing, but there are many players that I think are really strong. Also, Carlsen is of course an excellent player. I mean, especially his technical play is extraordinarily great. So I'm regrouping here, the knight over to g6, looking at f4. One thing that I only now noticed is I'm pretty much down on time. Yeah, out for knight f5. Yeah, my position is okay. The time situation is not. Rook g3. Can pre-move this. Now for a5. Yeah, now I really have to look at this game. I can take a5. Stupid. That was stupid. Maybe I'm still okay here because... No, I blundered this. Oops. Nah, stupid. I was just better here. I was just better in this endgame. Crazy. Okay, that was very, very stupid. Okay, do I think that going g6 in the Panov is better than going into the dry endgame? That's a bit difficult, maybe for people who don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I think the g6 is much more interesting. Much more interesting. Okay, playing Psychic Grandmaster from Canada. Who is that? Thomas Roussel Rosemont. I don't know that guy. Okay, I'm going with b6. Now, in that game against that I just lost, I really lost because I was talking too much. I really didn't look at the time, and all of a sudden I was so much down on time. Position was excellent, of course. Yeah, I'm trying with this offbeat b6 line against c4. Knight e2, yeah, that's pretty okay. Let's go c5. I really don't know that player. It's totally unknown to me. Maybe I can irritate him a little bit with stuff like that. Come on, let's play something crazy. Someone says, I missed the reason why you went back to 3 blitz games a day. Just because I was down on 1 blitz game and now back to 3. Yeah, I didn't feel like I need to announce it. It was just that I now have a little bit more time, and I can do that. I did the one video thing was for 1 week only. I wanted to keep that on 1 video, but I really felt that many people said that they like to watch the 3 games, and that they like to watch the 3 games, and I had the time. I really had spent lots of time for non-chess things for a while. I totally reorganized my home. That took a long time. So what about this? This is a very weird position and not a good one for me. I tried something creative, and that's what you get. I sometimes think if I play the most uncreative, boring nonsense, then I'm scoring best. And this is not one of them. Someone says I don't get it. Someone asked about, am I living with my boyfriend? That sounds weird. No, I'm not. I'm single, really. Not looking for a boyfriend, really. Girlfriend would be okay if everything would fit, but not at the moment. So what is this? He went e5. That's an interesting move. Okay, I'm taking and castling short. Isn't e5 somewhat weak now? Like this for d6. I don't know if that was so great what he did. Interesting though. d6, there's probably e6. Yeah, okay, white is okay here. When will my league season start? Yeah, that's in November is the simple answer. We are starting a bit late because it's a bit strange. The season starts next Sunday, but the very first match is against a team that withdrew from the league completely, and therefore we don't play. We don't play. The second round is during at the same time of the World Blitz and Rapid Championships, and this is delayed. Yeah, so it is rescheduled for next year, and so our first match is in November. Yeah, very late start. It's a bit of an issue. I would have liked to start a bit earlier, but what can you do? Okay, go d6. Have to move that d pawn at some point. Someone says me and Simon Williams should do a dual commentary blitz match. Yeah, sure, I would do that. No question. But Simon Williams didn't contact me about this or anything, and I didn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that, but I'm not actively seeking this kind of match. Am I the best player in my team is the question. That's not so clear. We have three people that are somewhat even. By elo I am, but only by like 1 point or so. I'm playing board 1, but our second board is about the same strength. So rook d8 was my intention. Rook d8, rook f6, that's kind of awkward. But I can go rook e5 here. I think. It's the kind of situation where you really don't want to play some patzer move. Am I going to play against Olegar's team eventually? That's a fun question. I don't know if he still plays in a German team. He played for a team where it could have happened. Actually, it's not completely far-fetched, this idea. I played against Olegar's in the German Team Blitz Championships 2 years ago, and it ended in a draw. he didn't dare to play this dead endgame over the board, which I think was a wise decision. If he would have done so, it wouldn't have been good for his nose probably. So am I not a pawn up in this king and pawn endgame? Yeah, but I can just take here. That is probably easier. I hope I'm not misjudging this. Nah, that's a win. That's a win, this endgame, huh? I go there. b5, king d5, b4. Takes, king f8, king d5, king e7, king c6, king e6, king b6, king d5. It's a win. Or not. King f8, king d6. Okay. b5, king d5, b4. King c4, king f8, d4, takes. King takes b4, king e6. Okay. This one, is that quicker? b4. b4 takes. I'm checking first. Takes. Come on. I'm winning this, right? Don't tell me I'm not. Oh no, I'm not winning this. How embarrassing. I really miscounted this endgame. That's bad. Okay. That is very embarrassing. I was just so totally won. Okay. Let's go for a new game. Jesus. Someone says they would like to see some g4 action. No, I'm not going to play g4. I can wait till hell freezes over for that. What did I do wrong there? d4 was b4, right? That's not working. King f8 maybe? That was very strange. I mean, it was just one tempo. Maybe I somehow slipped a tempo. Anyway, playing pot pie here. I think he at one point he was streaming a lot. Pot pie. Someone asked, have I ever been recognized on the street? No. I could have taken g4. Yeah, maybe I made the wrong move order there. I sometimes do really stupid mistakes in those endgames. I don't know. Okay, let's develop here. Someone says, what helped me most to improve when I was younger? Couple of things. I think a very helpful thing was to analyze my own games quite a bit. And back then we didn't have any computers, which helped. Yeah, so you had to think for yourself. Okay, bishop here, making some pressure on that rook. Someone asked, have I ever been to Russia? No, unfortunately not. I would have liked, I was thinking about playing there's this Aeroflot Open. I was actually at one point thinking about participating, but then it didn't work out. I didn't get any, I couldn't get any vacation time at the office. Yeah, that's a nice position here that I have. The question, what was my worst chess experience where your opponent had bad sportsmanship? Wow. I didn't really, there wasn't that much terrible happening really. Do I go rook f3, rook g3 here? Knight f8, very solid defense. Let's do this. Bishop c8. Yeah, rook g3, there's maybe even knight h5 possible. Okay, let's take. No, I don't think that that you can seriously play against yourself all the time, like in Die Schachnovelle. I don't think so. It doesn't make much sense ultimately. I don't really have had such a bad sportsmanship experience over the board. I really didn't. Not in games against me, really. Yeah, he's defending this well. Knight h7. Yeah, the Aeroflot Open is established, but it's not as strong as it was some years ago. Yeah, tomorrow there's a new show by the ICC with International Master John Watson. Ask the Master. Yeah, refreshing the video stream often helps. Twitch is sometimes acting up. Yeah, so an interesting position here. I'm not quite sure if this is really good for me. I had a very active position, still have, but yeah, this is kind of annoying. I'm trying to set up some sacrifice on h6, but it's not so easy to get it to work. Yeah, rook g3 is kind of dangerous looking, but he can. I can take h6 here in this position. Even knight h6 is a move. Queen h6 is, however, what I was thinking. He can take on g4. Rook g4 takes with check. Yeah, let's take it. Someone says, Chris, have I ever had a hoagie? I don't even know what that is. What is a hoagie? I hope that's not something inappropriate. Yeah, queen h6 after. Yeah, here I'm taking g4. Check. Check. And I'm pawn up. Hooray! It's still not easy. He can go f5. Okay, now I'm going f5. That is good. Yep. That's good now for white. Rook h3 was even a bit more precise, but I'm fine now. Yeah, looking at this weakness. And now let's see, let's go here and then reroute. Yep, don't allow knight c4. A hoagie is a foot-long sandwich. Yeah, like this, the big subs, like the big subs at Subways. Yeah, I probably had one of those then. Not recently though, trying to reduce my intake. E4, B4. Yeah, probably still a good idea. I have rook e3. Knight b5 is a bit annoying. I didn't see that move coming. That was a bad idea. E4. Really a bad idea. Take there, rook g4, rook h7. Okay, let's keep this. Knight c5 to e6. If I get that in, everything is totally good. And it seems I manage. Yeah, that looks nice now. For rook a8. I'm not even attacking this. I'm not even attacking a7. That is stupid. How stupid is that? Oh, I'm slow. I have to be quicker. No! Ah, damn mouse slip. 6 seconds. Would have done that easily. Mouse slip. Ah, no. No, that was bad. Someone says, I bet he likes sausages like Venus and Frankfurters. No. I'm currently mostly vegetarian. Okay, with white, let's go against Jorge. Yeah, queen b5, mouse slip. What can you do? I had no time. Playing Jorge from Spain. Yeah, he's got a very high rating at the moment. He's usually in the 2200s. This is a guy who always plays 1b3. What is this? It's a very... It's an uncommon line. Anyway. Wow, really? Oh, wait. Knight takes. King takes is okay. It just developed normally. Yeah, of course I'm not claiming a huge edge here, but I have the better structure a little bit. C6 pawn. Yeah, I have white, that's indeed. Somehow I feel like I always have black against him. This is b3 is kind of getting boring against him. He always plays 1b3, which always feels a little bit like some kind of sentence. Yeah, play 1b3 for the rest of your life. Guilty as charged. Well, it's not that bad. b3 is not a bad opening. It just feels a little bit strange to really play it every game. Okay. So yeah, stabilize that a little bit. So how do we actually try for something here? That it will be difficult anyway. Light squared bishops. Trading this would be good. It's difficult. Yeah, that's not very inspiring, I know, but didn't see anything better. Knight b2, king c3, knight c4. Yeah, b3 is totally fine. I have played b3 quite a bit actually myself when I was a junior player or a little bit older, especially if I wanted to get out of the known theory. Someone asked, how did I develop my incredible board awareness? Thanks for the nice words. I don't know if this is so incredible. I mean, you just play a lot and study a lot, and at times it gets better over time. You can really, if you look at many games, it's really helpful. What is this? Bishop c5, knight c5, knight d6, check for knight e8. He's got knight e6 to cover. Knight a5 is not great. Yeah, and 98, that's the only idea, attacking those two pawns. So I probably have to go up. It's still very drawish. Oh wait, he can maybe play c5 and c5, king c6, king d7, trying to trap my knight. I have to play knight d6 then, but okay, that's good, that's okay. b4 maybe, let's go b4. No, now he can take c5 and then king c6. I'm playing very stupid stuff today. That's very stupid. He can take c5 check, king c6. Think first, then play. He can just take and play c5 and win. Amazing. That's amazingly bad. b4. Just king c4, and white is a little bit better. A little bit at least. What is this move? I don't get it. It's almost a self-made. Okay. Can also check first. Check on d6. Taking is okay. And going up. I mean, I have a... Yes, but you really want to snatch that pawn. That looks weird. It looks incredibly slow, but maybe it works, yeah? Maybe it really works. I cannot attack this pawn. Can't believe it. What a weird concept. I cannot attack this pawn. Yeah, his king is far more active. D4. Losing this endgame is really, really bad. It was just better for white, clearly better even. Nah, okay. That was really, really terribly played by white. I really want to see this. Let me. I just want to check that briefly. I want to go back. I mean, b4 was stupid. He can just take and play c5. I just play this and I'm just better in this endgame. A little bit at least. Very stupid. That's a second big endgame screw up. Really, really bad. Okay, so next. I don't think... why do I have the draw in hand with knight g7? I don't see that. I'm a piece down. I thought about it, but I didn't really see it working. I had the question, Queen's Indian or Rogozin? It seems like Queen's Indian has a lot more theory. Maybe. It's just different. The Rogozin is leading to more piece play oriented stuff. And, yeah, the Queen's Indian, one disadvantage of the Queen's Indian from a practical point of view as black is that white has so many lines available. Not that they are all great or so, there are just a lot of them. Okay, pawn takes or bishop takes. Pawn takes. F5. Whoa, okay. So you're saying that this isn't weak on e6. Maybe. Maybe. I don't believe it though. Let's see. Knight f4, knight d3. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I'm trying to develop first and then think about if I can do something. Probably black is okay, yeah. King f7 is defending that e6, okay. Defending that weak pawn on e6. That is an incredibly closed position. Incredibly closed. Yeah. It's probably really drawish. A5, I have B5. That's not a good idea, I think. Is he really trying to play this for a win? That would be kind of cheeky. But maybe he is with B6. Yeah, maybe he can try for B6. Surprising, really. Okay, I'm trying for active play against E6. Someone asked, do I ever get tired of chess? What do you do when that happens? I sometimes really think that it's kind of a phenomenon. I really never totally get tired, which is yeah, a bit crazy. Even if I have this feeling like I don't want to do chess now, like a couple of hours later I'm changing my mind. This is the Blitz in client playing on the Internet Chess Club, the ICC. Yeah, my initial setup here was too sluggish. I lost too much time. And now it's kind of, yeah, it's okay for him at least. Okay, knight b6 was my idea. Have to for the tempo. Okay, and now I have to cover d4, unfortunately. And he has a5 as a possibility sometimes. Yeah, I was thinking rook a1. And this is a pin now. King over to d3 would be good, so that rook on d2 finally can move. So he really wants to win. Yeah, the problem is that let's try this. I'm better now. I'm not sure if I can win, but better now. Knight d2 maybe. Knight d2. No, I have rook a7 in this line, that's important. Okay, so I'm grabbing now. Yeah, his bishop is not doing that much there on g7. So rook, I could have gone on the 7th immediately. Okay, this. No, this first. This is better. Checking this, and now rook a7. So it looks like finally an endgame that I'm winning. Yeah, now we resigned. Whew. Yeah, it looked be good. I do follow the World Cup games, but not closely. It only started very recently, and I only looked at 2 or 3 games that were interesting. I haven't looked at today's games, for example. Yeah, I have a new game request out. My opinion about the Queen's Gambit exchange. Yeah, it recently has undergone some reevaluations. Black seems to be not that badly off, and yeah, sure. I mean, White can still do that. A Kaba in the house. He does play c3, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that line too well. I really should study it. Always getting problems with this line. Oh, terrible. Why do they always play this stuff? That's kind of annoying, really. Awful. Just awful. Yeah, that's just not very inspiring, this position. Why not knight d5? Yeah, I'm sitting in a pin there immediately. Yeah, that's not very great, but okay. It's important to not play b6. There's bishop a6 checkmate. That's something to avoid. I intended bishop e8, but he maybe has bishop f8, which is really awful. Yeah, this doesn't look great, I know, but maybe I can regroup. Always have to be optimistic in chess. e5, what is he doing then? I don't know, taking? Yeah, I'm playing the frequent opponents, that's true. I've played him quite often here at Kaba. Mostly I didn't really remember that he plays the c3 Sicilian. I'm not a huge fan of that with black, especially as I never really studied a good line, and this is not great. Yeah, if you have never studied a good line against the c3 Sicilian, it can look like the best opening ever. See, going a bishop f8 is the idea. Blech. Yuck. That's damn awful. Yeah, someone says that you can state your opinion on the Twitch chess, unlike play chess, where you get banned for no reason. Yeah, I have to agree with that. I never got banned on play chess, but I had it once. I once had a dialogue there with one of the admins, and this guy was a total asshole, to be perfectly honest. Someone wants me to play the French defense, my old bane. Maybe. He could have gone for an advanced French, but he didn't. Yeah. Someone says, have I seen the broadcast of the Singfield Cup where Yasser Sarawan explained the beautiful word Sitzfleisch? I watched some of the broadcasts, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think I saw where he mentioned that word. And it's indeed, German is a somewhat weird language at times, but we have some really, really nice words. Especially those, yeah, kind of those long combined nouns. Yeah, they can be really, really nice sometimes. So, yeah, I'm a pawn down and he's got the bishop pair, which seems kind of awful. Can I somehow fight though? Maybe bishop b1 or something? At least my king, which was kind of pushed around the whole time, at least this is doing something now. How does he keep those pawns? Bishop d1. Bishop d1. Knight e6. I have to do it anyway. Knight e6. Oh, now knight d4. Now knight d4 gets interesting. I can take it. I'm stupid. Sometimes I really think I'm just a total idiot. You can just take that pawn. How difficult is it to see that? Amazing. Amazing. And he just has g3 and h4. Ah, stupid stuff. Yeah, just a4, g3, h4, Akaba. I don't have a dog, but my dog would probably win that. Okay, d3. Okay, maybe d3 is an option. I see. I take it back. So what now? Bishop b1, king e1, bishop c2, king d2. It's just not working here. He could have won much easier. D2. I have D2. It's hard to believe, but I'm winning this endgame. That was the worst from both players. Hui. Someone says, I do not know the meaning of Sitzfleisch. Could you explain the meaning in English? Yeah, that means to really to being able to play really long games and continue to fight, slowly grinding out things. Yeah, the best Sitzfleisch player would probably be of all time would probably be Ulf Andersson, the Swedish legend, yeah, who won many games, long games where he ground down, yeah, the opponent. Someone says, I want to play the Grunfeld. Do I need to learn the King's Indian against anti-Grunfeld? No, I don't think so. You can play a Grunfeldish type of position almost all the time. There's really no need to learn a King's Indian. Okay, so I'm doing one more game against F. Viana. Yeah, Karpov also had good Sitzfleisch. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting line here that my opponent is playing. I think Queen b3 is the most testing, but it's been ages since I looked at it. This was played in the Anand Kromnik match in 2008. Yeah, Carlsen's Sitzfleisch is also pretty good. Okie dokie, probably a3 here. I've got the bishop pair. This is almost the same thing as having a pawn, so glad about that. I have my doubts that this is a great line as he played it, and he definitely cannot take on d4. c8 is hanging. Oops. Knight to e4. Okay, going back. That's true. Someone says that this line was recommended by Eddie Deering's book Play the Nimzunian. That's true, yeah. And it's a good line. In general, it's a good line. Okay, can I do... he's got this... Sorry, he's got this... This queen here, that's a very... It's kind of shaky, this position. I wonder, can he go... Knight takes d4 as a threat, maybe. I just do this for bishop d3. Sorry. C takes d4, bishop d3, queen a5, check, b4, knight b4, a b4, queen a1, bishop e4. It should be good for white. Yeah, g4, maybe, yeah. g4 was an interesting move, but maybe he could have taken on d4, knight takes d4. f2 is hanging with something that's close to a checkmate. Someone says, do I play any Asian form of chess such as shogi? No, absolutely nothing. I don't have any objections or something, but it's not what I ever did. Bishop d3, and now queen a5, b4, knight b4. Queen a1. Not. Yeah, guys, if you don't know John Watson, who's doing the show tomorrow, he's the author of tons of books. He wrote the best books on the French defense, for example, and is very well known as a big opening expert. But he also wrote a couple of very, very good books on chess strategy in action, modern chess strategy, and so on. And yeah, he's really a big chess expert. You don't need to be a grandmaster to be very knowledgeable about chess, and he's a very, very good example for that. The only thing that I have to say critical about his show tomorrow is it's also a show that I would have liked to do. So I'm kind of what's the word? Yeah, I would have liked to do this show as well. This one is cool, this show, and I'm 2 minutes something ahead on the clock in that final game, and Black's position looks really awful. How do I manage to kill Black off here? That looks really nice. Yeah, jealous. Yeah, I forgot the word jealous, or envious. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, Black resigned that game. That feels premature. 2,444 is my rating. Okay, we are 10 minutes past the time. Let's do one more, right? Let's come on, one more game. Jorge again. But I've got some, and he's playing b3. Yeah? I guarantee he's going b3. I'm pre-moving a5 now. Come on, play b3. Yeah, there we go. You can really pre-move that against him. Come on, pre-move a4. Yeah, this guy. Okay. It was just for fun. That a5, a4 business. So, let's see. I want that pawn back here. Jorge, you're not going to keep that pawn. That almost looks like some kind of Nimzo, right? Let's go here. I might get that back there. I can take a couple of times on c3. Do I have something better even? Next move will be bishop d3, I guess. Okay, let's do simple stuff and regain that pawn. I'm too materialistic. Want that pawn back. c5 might be a move. Bishop f3. Really? No. Okay. Yeah, a5 is not a serious move, but it's just that it was just funny that he's always playing b3. Yeah? Okay, can I get something on the king side there, like with the rook coming over here? Rook g5, queen g5, not really, huh? Maybe let's do this, just trying to be annoying. It's probably not so great, but anyway. Am I playing the streamers thing on chess.com? This is an ICC stream, guys. I won't mention what I do on chess.com, but I will play it, right? I will play it. So we got the trade there, and next in line is rook a8. I want to pressure the a pawn. Rook b5, interesting. So going here. Yeah, I need my queen back. That action on the king side wasn't leading to much. So yeah, now a4 is hanging, and maybe I can. No. He's really playing well at the moment there. I mean, usually he really makes a ton of mistakes here and there, yeah. A ton of mistakes. I'm sorry, that was a bit too harsh, but he makes mistakes and he really plays well at the moment. I mean, I have a score like 90% or so against him, but currently not too shabby. Yeah, one thing is for sure, Chess Network won't play in the Streamers Challenge. Okay, let's see. What about this endgame? Not much happens here. Just very drawish. My back rank is kind of weak. I have to be a bit cautious. Man, he's normally not that high rated, really not. He's like 2,200 and usually loses against me, and pretty drastically. Okay, so what is this? He's playing this end game, and why not? Sure. Wants to go e5, maybe. Yeah, after queen c5, he is maybe slightly better after e5. It's nothing very serious, but I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm playing this very badly. I wanted to go d5, but then he of course has c5. I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal, right? Nah, come on. That cannot be that bad. No, he takes. Wow. That I didn't expect. Okay. Yeah, that should be a draw, really. What the heck is he doing? Why is he playing so well? That's not fair. Oh, I'm down to 48 seconds. This is important. I'm not threatening a single check besides queen a3. This is a draw, I hope. No, it's a draw. That's a draw. Yeah, so draw here. Good fight. Good fight. Yeah, he tried everything there was, but it probably is a draw with that open king. Okay, that was a bit of overtime, almost 20 minutes. One thing that I wanted to mention, that I also have a Twitch channel on my own that I don't use normally, but I will use it. There will be some kind of show on it in the near future. I had planned this show for the end of September normally, but it was supposed to be the show when I got to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, and by normal subscriber rates it would have been really end of the month. But I had this hit video last week which had when that gained 200,000 views, and it also netted me like 400 to 500 subscribers, which means I'm on to 20,000 subscribers now, and I will do some celebration stream for that. The only thing is I don't know yet when, and I will definitely announce it beforehand. It will be something something longer, and it will feature questions and stuff. Yeah, and the questions will probably also be on Reddit and so on. There will be some time beforehand, like I would announce it a week before or so, and I don't really know yet when to do it. I need to find a good time spot for that. I just wanted to let you know that something like that is going to happen. Okay, thanks for watching tonight. Make sure to tune in tomorrow to John's show. And yeah, take care. Till next week. Bye.